All right, welcome back to J&J Dynasty. Real quick video again here. Basically, there's been talk recently about Jimmy Garoppolo and where he's going, which is going to lead to a couple different factors. So basically, it's down to pretty much three places now after the Baker Mayfield trade. Him back to Cleveland, and the only way that that's going to happen is if Garoppolo goes to Cleveland, if San Francisco holds back a pile of money, right? Because they're trying to dump salary, which is one of the biggest reasons, not to mention the draft capital that they have into Trey Lance. So they would have, I don't think that that's a really plausible scenario, even though it would be nice to see Cleveland get him to hopefully span the time that Watson presumably is going to be out this year. Second place would be Houston. From what I hear, Houston is not going to be in the market. They're going to roll with Davis Mills and see what happens with him. Like I kind of figured, just to basically run him. And if he doesn't work out this year, well, they're probably going to have high draft capital anyways to be able to draft one of the quarterbacks in next year's draft, because there's about five guys that are coming out next year that will probably be first round picks. So that makes more sense than to try to win now when they're not ready to win now. Okay. So the last place is Seattle. And Seattle would make sense because right now, even though that there is a messed up backfield in Seattle, if you can get some Seattle running backs, why not? They're going to be all cheap except for Walker. And the nice part about it is anywhere Drew Lock goes, running backs get tons of carries. So if Drew Lock winds up beating out Smith, I mean, if Carson can get back, I mean, you still have Penny, Walker, DJ Dallas, and don't sleep on DJ Dallas because apparently he's been growing into the third down running back role, and they're trusting him a little bit more. And well, the book on Penny, Carson, and Walker is none of them can catch. So there you go. That would assume that a third down role is going to be there for DJ Dallas. PPR, I mean, maybe he turns into Gus Edwards and he's good for 8 to 10 points a game just by receiving in the minimum amount of rushes that he would receive during a game. But with that being said, obviously you have Penny, Walker, Carson. There's going to be probably 300, 350, 400 touches for running backs in that offense. So with that being said, I don't like the wide receivers for Seattle. None of them. Metcalf, wait till the end of the year, buy him low for when they get a quarterback next year, right? Even if Jimmy Garoppolo goes there, I still don't want any of the receivers for Seattle. Jimmy Garoppolo has not ever, to my knowledge, this is just shooting off the cuff. When has he produced a wide receiver one as a quarterback other than Deebo Samuel? Did he have one in New England? Don't think so. Who was there before him? The year Ayuk had his good year, his rookie year. Garoppolo didn't play. So you can't even say Ayuk. Yeah, so I mean, if you're thinking that Metcalf and or excuse me, Lockett are going to be an answer, not so much. So fade everybody in Seattle like you're doing. Even if Garoppolo goes there, and I mean wherever Garoppolo goes, it really doesn't matter because he is a streaming type quarterback where you're just going to pick him up on a week that you need him for a bye or an injury if he winds up in a place where he can start if his shoulder is healthy and everything is good with him. So you got to remember that he's still got to pass a physical in the whole 9 yards. So that's that. So that's my whole thing with Jimmy Garoppolo. I mean, I don't even care where he goes. I'm not gonna be getting shares of him. Fade him. Push him off to next year. Stream him. Pick him up. Put him down. It doesn't matter. Nobody's gonna trade for him. Nobody's gonna steal him. Nobody's gonna continue to roster him because he has no upside. So that's my little video on Jimmy G. Like, click, subscribe. And until next time, take care. J and J Dynasty out.